Hey.
It wasn't supposed to replay. I've got to remember to uncheck that button.
Yeah, we don't
But
need two
we
two
are on
countdowns.
time.
That seems excessive.
No, we could do another one, but we're on
I'll
time
tell you what,
today.
though, a
I
lot of
mean,
times that countdown is more entertaining than watching us.
uh, I'm not disagreeing with you there, but we are actually on time, and the technology, I finally am getting to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I get what it's doing, besides the looping. But
We're getting it figured out. And
welcome
then
to the show.
me, I just sit here like always.
Yeah.
Leave all the
Welcome
hard
to the
work up
show.
to you.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the show, you guys. We've got a lot of people in here we got to acknowledge so far. Nate's RC came in an hour ago and was chatting it up with me. Thanks, Nate. Shout out to
Hey,
you.
what's up, Nate?
He's been doing some killer videos lately, by the way. If you don't go over to his YouTube channel, he's
Yep.
doing some killer stuff.
Check out Nate. He just
S-
built a really cool rack for all of his RCs as well. I think it's going to make a cool
oh
backdrop on his videos.
yeah, hashtag jealous for sure. I wish I had a garage like his, man.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
we've got scale slot cars. He's tuning. It's like 4 a.m. over
4
wherever he's
a.m.
at.
Yeah, Harry, he's in Latvia.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
appreciate that.
That's dedication. I'm telling you.
Hey, that's awesome.
H Castle's here. Our good
Harold,
buddy
yeah, we
H
got
Castle.
Harold.
And nothing stock.
Nothing stock. What's up?
He just got home, it looks like. We're gonna start putting some comments up here so we can see it, so it's not just me and you chatting away. Because that's why we do these, right?
I mean, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, for sure. Um, uh, so a couple items of housekeeping first and foremost. We want everybody to know. Next week, next show,
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now, we are not going to have a show.
March 5th. No show.
March 5th, there will be no show. We will resume on March 19th.
That's what we'll do.
So exactly 1 month from today. And that's on me. It's my son's birthday. Everybody wish him happy birthday in the comments. He's probably watching. It's my son's birthday, so we're going to go out and do something as a family, and I will not be available. If Chaz wants to run the show himself, he can.
So we all have to suffer because Sam's son has to have a birthday.
Yep.
But you know what? I'm not even mad, though, because if it was my birthday, I'd want dinner, too.
Yeah, right? Anyway, so we're going to be out and about celebrating his birthday, so we will have to do the show in a month from now. But we'll make sure that we have an awesome show for that March 19th.
We will do our best.
Oh, ye of little faith. I'm telling you what.
Don't overcommit, Sam. We got to not do that.
That's true. That is true.
I got a question for you. Speaking of birthday dinners, what is a go-to? What is a top pick for his birthday dinner?
Oh, do you know what? I don't even know what he's gonna pick. He's kind of a picky eater. I mean, really. So I don't know. If I had my choice, I'd be going to like a place called Hoo Hot. It's like a Mongolian barbecue, or maybe a really good burger joint. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna pick, but he'll pick. Hey, Van DeWitt is in the house.
Van, what's
Micro
up,
Crawler Club. What's up, Van? Thanks for joining us, Van. We appreciate it, man.
Harry just hitting the big 6-0.
Oh, congratulations, buddy. That's
feel
awesome.
like a kid right now.
I know, and I'm old. Holy cow. Oh, it's warm enough in here that I'm rolling up the sleeves a little bit.
It is
crazy
chilly
weather
down here in the Cluttered Studios basement down here right now.
Man, it is. We just got a storm last weekend, and then now it's like it's supposed to get really warm again. It's not been a typical winter. It's crazy. Van will attest. Van's about 45 minutes south of us, and he'll tell you it's been a nutso winter. It's not been normal.
Yeah, we're Harold and we are stuck in the dead of winter right now, so we've got pretty frigid temperatures through the rest of this week, and then I think next week we're supposed to finally get above freezing, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Sam.
What?
let's get into our introduction question. Last time we
Oh,
talked about kind of where we're
yes.
from a little bit. This time I got a question for you.
Hmm.
Where did we go wrong? What's your
In
big
life in
downfall?
general, or what?
what's your big downfall? What's your biggest character flaw?
Ugh.
If I asked your wife, what would she say? Ooh.
That her garage is not clean. I am the most disorganized, organized person on the planet. I take after my mom, and I'm always juggling like 10 to 20 projects. And um, when the next big thing comes up, I'm totally squirrel moment. Like, oh, I want to do this. And then whether that gets complete or not, I go to the next. I mean, I'm just all over the map.
Okay, so
It's,
question about that. Are
uh-huh.
you one of those kinds of people that like you'll have like piles of papers and things and stuff like and it's just like a mess, but you know where things are?
Yes. And the minute I put something
Okay.
away, like we were working on packing up some Vector XLs the other night, and we have a big spool of the bungee cord. And, and tell me your ADD without telling me your ADD.
Van,
Van
we're
and
all
I are
guilty.
actually a lot alike. We really are. Anyway, so I was looking for it and I knew where it was, but I put it on a shelf back at the back. I'm like, I won't remember. I won't forget where this at. Well, if it was out where it normally is on the table under a bunch of stuff, I would have known exactly where it's at. But I am kind of a perfectionist in a strange way. Being a graphic designer by trade, there's some things that I'm just like have to be perfect. But for example, my bodies on my cars, yes, they'll get damaged, but I had a hard time with bashers at first because I knew the
Yeah.
bodies were going to get trashed, right?
Yeah.
So I have been known to get an extra body to make to have a vehicle for off-roading and a vehicle uh, for shelf queen, I guess, if you will, with the same vehicle, but just because I'm weird.
A
Yeah.
display
Anyway,
body, sure.
yes, yes, exactly. But yes, I'm an organized mess. That's exactly what it is. How about you?
Uh well, this is probably not going to be comforting for you being my partner in this endeavor right here.
Yeah.
Um I listen, I'm an idea man. Like I've got the ideas. What I don't have is the energy and the motivation.
Well, that's not always a bad thing.
No, I'm so lazy. I'm trying to dress that up. Just trying to church that up a little bit. Um, I've I, I've got so many grand ideas, and I just don't have the willingness to just get up and do it. If I had just a fraction of Van's energy, that dude,
Oh, oh man.
he goes nonstop. Van,
Oh,
I don't know how you do it, but your
he's worse.
output is just
He's worse
crazy.
than me. I mean, he's like going, going, going. I love it,
Yeah.
man.
So, but no, I mean listen, man. Like I've written a series of novels, and I have so many ideas for so many other books, and I just can't seem to get them going. In my professional life, I've developed like this leadership curriculum with these grand ideas of doing like public speaking and trainings for other agencies and stuff like that. I've done a little bit of it, but that's starting to wind down a little bit, probably because I'm getting too distracted with my RCs. But
Hey,
that's neither
it's a
here nor
good
there.
distraction. It's a good
Um,
distraction.
but but yeah, man. I mean, listen, I got the ideas. I just need somebody else to like actually do them.
Well, maybe this is why we make a good team because
Well,
you.
that's why it took us so long to get this show off the ground.
It's true. That's
We
true.
talked about
That
doing
is.
this show for probably 3 months before our
Oh
first episode.
my goodness, it's true. But we make a good team, and here we are. So,
We make a
uh,
team. That is
hey,
definitely for sure.
true, true.
We are a team.
Speaking of team, all y'all go be a team player and hit the like button.
Yeah, hit that like button and let us know too. What's your guys' biggest flaws?
Van
If we're
did say,
gonna
I'll put the comment back up there. He did say he has no wife, no kids. So But there's a lot of truth to that. There really is. I love my
Yeah, that
family, and I love
there's more
it's, but
hours in the day.
yeah, yeah.
So
Like I need about 24 more hours in the day.
I can't say I'm jealous because my wife and kids would get upset and everything.
But
So I won't say it.
but Chaz knows as well as I do. Families it's they're amazing, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. So anyway, so yeah, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button. What are we saying nowadays? Oh yeah, the quadfecta. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah,
Quadfecta,
the
right?
quadfecta.
Like, subscribe, share, and
Comment.
notification bell. Comment.
Nope.
Oh, comment. Oh,
Like,
what?
subscribe,
What?
comment, and share.
There you go. And hit the notification bell. Maybe it's a five fecta. What's
Uh,
five?
uh, uh, Cinco, right? I was this
Cinco fecta?
Sinfecta. I don't know.
I don't have any clue. Two
It's
above
it's
my pay
not
grade.
going well. This is
Yes.
okay. So follow up question for you then: How has your character flaw? How has that impacted your RC world?
Oh,
Oh, Harry's dealing with claustrophobia. That's
no.
Hey, no, listen, Harry. Introvert and eat way too much. Introvert. That's why I like to hang out in my basement. Eat too much. That's why I try to keep the camera like here and up.
Yeah, that's why I'm only waist up, right? Or
So
even
Harry, I am
further.
absolutely I'm with you on there. Harold, turns out that he's just a liar. So darn likable. Yeah.
There's Harold's comment again for you.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah. So, how's this? We have lost control of the show.
I've never had control on this show.
There is some truth. There's a lot of truth to
I
that.
show up, I talk nonsense, and then we sign off.
I can turn him off if I want to. I can turn him on if I want to. How has that affected my RC? Well, I always have good intentions.
Yeah.
If you, I'm going to point up here, and you'll see me pointing up this way. But if you saw my RC shelf of boxes, I've probably opened all of them and taken a sneak peek. But there's like a lot of RC cars up there I would love to get to reviewing. But again, I get distracted, and then they just are up there, and I only pull them out when I want to play with them. But that's how it's
Well,
affected my. My wife just stuck her head out the door and rolled her eyes. I love you, babe. I love you. But that's how it's affected my the hobby, right? Is it's there's just so much cool stuff out there, and I can't keep track of it all.
yeah.
I really can't. How about you?
I have a list about this long of video ideas, and I have, um, well, with the mail haul I just got today, I'm up to about 30 unopened RCs right now for either reviews or builds or comparison videos. Um, and I haven't even been able to get them out of the box yet.
Right.
Speaking of builds, I'm up to 15 different like ground up custom builds.
Wow.
Um,
You are a better man than I.
so well, but I'm because they're not getting anywhere. I take it back. I've
They're
gotten
still in the
somewhere.
box.
Listen, in the last 2 months, I've done 3 builds, so I'm
You're
making
doing
progress.
you're doing good. I mean,
I'm
this is
making
still in the
progress.
box. If you don't know what this is, let me pull these pieces out. Van will know what that is.
What cage is that?
See the sticker?
No, Mias.
It's a ripper.
Nice.
I've had this for y'all ever. So, I mean, speaking of unfinished projects, there's one right there. Um,
Yeah, Harold spotted it.
yeah, he did spot it. He did say, um, there it is right there. Ripper, yep. So, yeah, it makes it a hot mess. Although you're an organized person.
Who?
You've got the bag system, which I absolutely love, and you've
Okay.
inspired me. You've
In
inspired me,
in
man.
only in that regard.
you have inspired me, and I went and got. I have to show it because you inspired me. I got me some more Harbor Freight goodies,
Nice.
and it's a chore because everything right now is just thrown in boxes.
Uh-huh.
But if you'll look, I've even gone to the point of they're all labeled,
Heck yeah, man.
right? So you've inspired me, and I'm
That
going to do
is
my darndest to keep this up because it will help keep my shop cleaner. I hope.
yeah.
So anyway,
Excellent.
so that's where I'm at as far as the organized chaos goes, and
Yeah.
apparently you are too. But your bag system is awesome. It really is. I love that
I
idea.
do like the bag system. That's worked
Yeah,
out really well for me so far.
the bag system is definitely a win for sure.
So
Absolutely. I need to start doing that.
let's move on to
Oh,
our
he's got his
bench
short horns.
talk. How about
Yes.
that?
Before we do that,
Okay.
I forgot to tell everybody, you guys all need to go over to Chaz's channel and do the same quadfecta
Yeah, yeah. Do that. That'd be
because
great.
he will rebroadcast the show in a day or two ish. So head over there, give him a like, subscribe, and then don't close the tab so you can be back here. But yes, let's get on to our bench talk. Excuse
So
me.
what do we got? That's
Whose
what
desk is more tidy? I can see yours is organized. That's Chaz's. That's not mine. You see mine. It's a mess. It's got, I mean, parts.
listen, mine is like this because I did a couple videos earlier today.
Oh, there you go.
Everything else is all out of frame.
That's the way I am. I've been told by some other YouTubers and some other influencers that I have one of the best looking backgrounds and it's always nice and clean and looks really, really good. But
I
it's
really
just
like your
because
background.
everything else is like this.
Your background and oh man, I'm drawing a blank now. They do
Uh,
lives on Instagram. You've been on there several
oh,
times.
yeah. Size matters.
Size matters. Yep.
Yes.
They have a new setup that looks really good as well.
I won't say, but who do you think they were inspired by?
Well, there's some resemblance.
They're the ones that actually first told me that my background was awesome, and I've always had something similar. Even when we did planes, the only difference is now it's car stuff. Before it was planes. So,
Yeah, Van is ratting you out.
man, you're not supposed to say that. Yes, because the rest of the place is a mess. Because not only is it my stuff, but it's also manufacturing stuff, and it just has their stuff everywhere. So
It's a
anyway,
working shop. I mean, what?
it
I
is. It
mean,
is a working shop.
so
It
come
is
on
true.
now. Also,
It is
Van,
true.
I saw that you were in Cincinnati, man. I'm an hour and a half away. If I would have noticed that ahead of time, man, we could have met up.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. That's always awesome. We love Van. Van's an amazing support of both of us, and Van is awesome. Not that
So,
excuse me, not that anybody else isn't, but Van, I know Van personally. I know him. He lives by me and he's awesome. Um, bench talk. We got to get to the bench
bench
talk.
talk. Listen, I want to talk about crawler drag some more. I brought it. This might be. I've brought it up. I think maybe every single show we've done so far. But I want to know.
Yes.
I love the concept. What are the rules? Like
Right.
you have been developing a rule set to try to kind of normalize this competition. What are you kicking around?
So, and this is another total squirrel moment for me. Me and another guy, actually, the other guy from the Micro Crawler Club actually kind of brought the idea to me. And, I kind of ran with it and he has helped out. He's actually jumped back in and started helping out over a little bit. But I've been trying to get down a rule set, and Van gave me a really good start for the rule set. I just haven't had the time to fledge out all the rules. But typically, what we do is it's a race to the finish. You're timed, and first one to finish wins. If you fail to complete an obstacle, and we've been a little bit lenient with this, I would like to get a little bit more restrictive with it. But if you fail to complete an obstacle, you go back to the start of that obstacle. So if you fall off, or if you roll off, or if you slide off, or even if you cross half the obstacle and then fall off and then try to go the rest of the way, you should start over at the first of the obstacle. You have to stay on the obstacle the entire length, if you will, of the obstacle.
The way that the
And
obstacle's designed.
yes, 100%. So if like you're on the pipeline and one of your tires slips off, you're good as long as you don't come completely off the obstacle, right?
Yep.
And so that is my thought in the thing. Like I said, we haven't completely fledged out the rules, but that's what I originally. Oh, and Dan, I couldn't remember his name. Thank you, Blake Jensen. He's part of the Micro Crawler Club, and he's the one that originally had the idea. All credit goes to him. I just happened to have the means to implement the idea.
Blake Jensen,
Um,
brilliant.
yes, very, 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 very much so.
Drag racing the slowest RCs in the world is awesome.
Yes. Maybe gates at the start and finish of each obstacle. Maybe these are the things I need to still work out in the kinks. And we've probably done a handful of test runs at the Micro Crawler Club events here
Yeah.
locally in Salt Lake. And we have, it's gone pretty well. My vision is that we would like to offer packages of our obstacles for clubs, for organizations, for hobby shops to purchase, and there would be different sets, if you will, of the obstacles. Obviously, whatever set you purchase, you would get two of. So if it was a wave, a frame bender, and a frame bender NXT, maybe you would get a series of obstacles, and then
Listen, if it's a frame bender NXT, nobody's finishing that.
we showed that at the Creepy Call last year, the end of last year, for the first time, and that was one of the ones they struggled with. Anyway, so those are kind of my grandeur ideas of the rule set. But once again, I'm still trying to find the time and not getting squirreled into other things to get those worked out. But
Like
yes,
coming
all
up with
credit
a
goes
new
to
YouTube
Blake.
show or anything.
What's that?
Like coming up with a new YouTube show or
Yeah,
something like that.
right. Like doing this, yes, and manufacturing and by video. Yeah, exactly. But yes, all credit goes to Blake Jensen of the Microcrawler Club. It was his initial idea, and like I said, I just had the means to actually execute it because I had the obstacles. The nice thing about crawler drags is if you use our obstacles, it takes the terrain out of the equation. So if you do it on a natural obstacle or even like a foam table, a spray foam table or whatnot, like Adam from Cape Crawlers, you do anything like that, and even if you're off like this much, it's a different line, correct?
Yeah. Right.
With our obstacles, it eliminates 100% of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
equal.
apples to apples.
Yep, absolutely 100%. So
Nice.
yeah, that's crawler drags, and we hope to get them done, and we hope to be able to sell kits and everything, and with our gates and stuff. But it's all time. It's all finding the time.
Yeah.
So
I want to host one. And I was hoping to be able to do that this winter, but finding a space indoors has been my struggle. And so I don't know. One of these days, hopefully I'll be able to host a crawler drag event. But I also have to expand my lineup a little bit because I've got like one of everything pretty much, but I need two of some of them.
yeah, yeah,
So I'll have to get with you and get another order put
yeah.
in and get that built
And
up.
that's what you have to do is you have to have two. Unfortunately or
Right.
unfortunately, that's kind of you each have to have your own lane, right? So
Yeah.
anyway, before we move too much further on, I wanted to follow up something we talked about, I think 2 shows ago, and I wasn't able to pull it up, but now I'm a little bit more tech savvy with this stuff. I wanted to show, because you finished your Crawltism awareness build.
It is
Ish.
functional. It's
Okay.
operational. It's functional. And as of this afternoon, I finally got everything I need to do the paint and mount the body. And that's the last, that's it.
Oh, yes. So
Oh
I
yeah.
wanted to
The
show
shops.
these. Yeah, this is K-Tech, and they do a lot of really cool, crazy stuff. I'm actually kind of, I love it. Like check out this skid plate.
That is really
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. Um, they actually, I mean, this is just showcasing some of the stuff they do. Look at that build right there
That is
with all the
wild.
colors.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? So I wanted to follow up and show these shocks. I think if you go into shop here, just give me just 2 seconds here to load. You'll see that Van, I'll come back to your comment in just a second. I thought, oh, maybe it's under custom. Nope, that's not it. I swore it was under shop. Anyway, they are, oh, here they are. Oil fill shocks, maybe. Anyway, the shocks are crazy colored. Oh
I
yeah,
don't think they
see,
were
why
oil
isn't the
filled. I think
picture
they were
loading?
double barrel.
Were they
Uh,
double barrel?
The ones
Well,
that I saw
either
were
way,
anyway.
it says you can pick the color.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
So, I mean, black. Oh, maybe not. It's not going to show us. Anyway, they were cool, and it was it was a very perfect fit for that Carlton. Oh, there they are, right there. Look at that. I found them. I love it. Now, if my internet would think, there they are.
There it is. Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, those would have
You can
looked really good.
pick your own colors. I mean, even down to the ring. Oh, I guess if I move over, it disappears. Even down to the preload ring.
Yeah, yeah.
That's and the little what are they called? The little ball joints. Those are
Yep.
cool. Orange. That's phenomenal. Anyway, I just wanted to follow up quickly and so that people know what was shared or what we were supposed to share. Van says, look up your local community recreation center.
Um,
Oftentimes they have big rooms.
yeah, that is. I've hit a couple dead ends. I've had a couple places in mind. Um, I think I still have a couple ideas to look into, but I just haven't made it that far yet.
There you go. Well, there's a very good feasible solution. I mean, that's what Van's good
Yep.
at is building, bringing the community together, right?
Yep.
So, um, yeah. Uh, what are your updates on the Carltism awareness build and the Lunar lander build?
The Lunar Rover and the Crawltism
Yes.
Awareness. So I just got everything. I got this handy dandy little stand right here that came today with some alligator clips on sticks. I can clamp it and spray it and finally
Oh,
let
that's
it
cool.
dry without having to touch it and everything else. So that's going to
That's
be
cool.
helpful as far as my painting goes. And then I was waiting on the base color to arrive today for the Crawltism Awareness truck. And finally it came. So now I've got all the colors I need. So we're going to go and oh my gosh, these Tamiya, however you want to say it, these things are so little. And each of these are $10.
Yeah, they're expensive. They're super expensive.
So gonna go. I'm gonna go. So here's the idea with the multicolor hardware that's all over the truck. I'm going to do a dish soap paint method,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and I'm going to use this gray as a base, and then I'll hit it with a little bit of green, kind of in the middle, and fade
Hmm.
into the blue on the front and the back.
That's cool. That's gonna be cool.
So
And are you gonna put the logo, the puzzle piece logo on it?
somewhere I've got to come up with that. But yeah, that's the plan. And then I also have the body posts or the pull pins by Jackson that are different puzzle
Oh,
piece colors. Um,
that's cool.
and so check out pull pins by Jackson. Uh, these are based on. Hopefully, I'm not oversharing anything, but his son is on the spectrum, and this idea came from that. So just supporting that community as much as possible.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. And what about the follow up on the Lunar Rover?
Oh,
Oh,
I
oh,
lost you.
oh. Don't touch things.
I lost you. We good?
I can hear you.
I lost volume. I lost sound.
Uh-oh. Well, while he's figuring that out, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Put in the comments really quick if you can
Let
hear
me
me.
jump out of
Or
here
if you
and hop back in real quick.
all right, we'll bring him back. Somebody tell me you can hear me, please. Is
Maybe.
there anybody even watching? Oh, there he goes. He's gonna come back. Um, If you can hear me, please put in the comments that you can hear me. I need to know. Oh, Van says good. Good, good, good. You can hear me. We're waiting him to come back. See if he comes back here soon. Oh, oh, oh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot to turn off my alarm. It started going off, and it always interferes with my everything else.
Rookie mistake.
I know.
Rookie.
I know.
We've done this 4 times now.
You would think that I would have it together. We were excited. We kicked the show off on time,
We
and
did
then
good.
I just decided to
Then
wait till halfway through, and then I blew it.
uh, integrity is here. We determined who that was last time, but I can't remember for the life of me.
Um, I'm drawing a blank on it as well. I also saw that Rob is on now, also. So welcome to you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate the sub scale. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, what did
Um,
I miss when I couldn't hear anything? What was going on?
we were just trying to see if they could hear me.
Tim Lee,
Oh,
that's who
that
it is.
Tim Lee. That's right. That's right. Uh, we were just going to talk about your Lunar Rover.
Oh yeah. At this point, I finally got the stand to do the paint, so now I'm just waiting on temperatures that aren't below freezing to be able to go outside and spray it, so the paint will stick and not look like
Yep.
not look like poopy. Um, so so yeah, so finally, as of today, I have everything I need. Now I just need the weather to cooperate, and I can finally wrap up the Lunar Rover and the Crawltism awareness build, and they will be completely finished. In the meantime, I started another one,
Yeah, the Sonic build.
my Sonic build, and
I
it
am
is
so
completely
stoked for
finished.
this.
It's completely
That
finished.
chassis
It's
is
done.
sick.
It's
That
so
chassis is sick.
it's so weird,
I
and
love
it
it.
and it's not new. This thing is like 2 years old. Like it never really
Oh,
caught on. But like I love like the racer back look. It's got like dragon scales, kind of like a
it's
hedgehog,
so cool. That
and
is so cool.
I got the blue, and then I was like, well, it looks like a hedgehog, so I'll throw some red shoes on it like Sonic, and so there
I
we go.
love
But I
it.
got the
That is
torque
so cool.
motor in there. That torque motor is something fierce, man. Um,
Just make
and
sure you set
so
your endpoints. My son
yeah,
lost one of those last week at the Shiggy RC crawl thing
yeah,
at Canyon Hobbies, and it's because we
uh,
forgot to set the endpoints. So yeah, it was on us.
that's
Totally
bad
on us.
news.
But yeah, make sure you set your endpoints. That is a sick build.
So I'm actually, I haven't even, I have turned it on and I've driven it around my dinner table for a matter of 2 minutes to make sure the electronics are working. But I meant to do it today and I just didn't. But I haven't tested on any obstacles yet. I've got the frame bender NXT, I've got the frame bender, I've got the pipeline, I've got the wave. They're all setting out and ready for it. But I haven't been able to test it out yet. And then I've got some comps coming up that I'm gonna take it to, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. That chassis spot on. I love that chassis.
I'm
Um,
I'm not too optimistic with the performance because I did go brushed, and so I'm just running a baby Goliath from CCXRC on here with a Mofo ESC. So I mean it's good brushed stuff, but it's still brushed, and I'm gonna have to run it in the outlaw class because of no body, no bumpers, nothing like that. So
you guys
so I'll
run
be
the RCM CCA rules?
no, they run their own where I'll be going.
Mhm. Okay, cool.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'll be going up against four wheel steer, and I'll be going up against like the really purpose built rigs.
Built rigs. Yeah. Good luck with that. Van says the
They,
first thing he does drives over his foot. True.
my
It is
question
true.
is whether he does that on purpose or not.
Because if it was us, it would not be on purpose.
Absolutely not on purpose. I did drive over my arm though when I had it on the table.
Oh, well, there, there you go. Um, Speaking of builds, I'm just about to start two builds.
Yeah,
One is my uh, BTTF build.
I saw it on the show notes and I couldn't figure it out, but I just put it together.
Okay, what is it?
Back to the Future, baby.
Back to the Future, baby. I'm not going to show anything because I don't want to spoil anything. But I've gathered up all my parts from my massive parts bin here, and I'm about to start it. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I'm super
Nice.
excited for it. Um, and then I'm also got I've found all my Injora parts, and I'm gonna start my Injora build. That's what all this is right here. Because instead of
Now,
bags, I just throw them on a table.
now is that going to be? You mentioned you were going to be doing a build off with Mount Olympus. Is that?
That is not that build.
It's not that.
We're
Okay.
Mountain Limit and I are going to do a budget build off. That is not that build. I wanted to do this build minus the rig that I'm going to be starting with, which it's going to be a SCX-24 base camp, but it's going all the upgrade parts, all the hop up parts are going to be 100% Injora.
That's the
So
cultism build. It is
yeah.
100% Injora.
So starting, and if you guys didn't notice, I put a survey out there of your first 4 things that you would do for a build.
Yeah, I do remember.
So we're going to do that for the next 4 and so on and so forth until it's pretty much all Injora except for maybe the frame. I don't know. But the first 4 things that people said they do when they first start out is wheels and tires, and I lump them together.
That's got to be number one, no
A
matter what.
servo,
Yep.
yeah, a servo, shocks, and this is all pulled. I put a bunch of options out there. People could add
Yep.
their own, and whichever one pulled the highest. Shocks and links were the first 4.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take 2 on my own because I want to start this build off right. The first one is a Injora brushless.
Nice. Is it the purple viper or
So
the
I'm gonna.
fat viper?
This is the purple viper, I do believe. I can't remember whatever one it is. I can't remember. Anyway, so I decided to do that because being a Fury Tech guy, um, I knew the power of brushless, and I've really never run besides. No, that's not true. But I've never run a Injora brushless before, so I really wanted to give it a go.
Yeah.
And the other
I've heard good
upgrade
things.
I'm going to do that. Yes, yes. The other upgrade I'm going to do that's not on the list, and this is the whole reason for the build.
Nice.
So there's a sneak peek. I've got some really cool wheels, really cool tires, but everything, as you can see, is all Injora.
Harry
So,
had a question for us.
Harry, question.
So the comp that I will be going to, so there's actually a handful of them coming up. Um, it is about a half hour away from me for this one. And then last year I hosted a series of a few events at my home course with a very small group of guys. And I'm hoping to expand that again or expand on that a little bit this year and just do that here at my home course. It just makes it easy. I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah,
And then
you
Sam,
host
you've
your own
got,
competition.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then Sam, you've got Canyon Hobbies is nearby, right?
it's about 45 minutes south of
Okay.
us. But the Micro Crawler Club does events all the time, and they even actually bring one of their events up here to Ogden area. And it's we get with so I really don't have to go far to attend a lot of their events and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, but Van, he says 15 to 20 minutes
No, he said 15 to
another venue.
120. He'll
Oh,
put in a couple
120.
hour
Oh,
drive.
yes. Yeah. Well, they go all over northern Utah. They go all the way up to a little town called Brigham City and I think Logan. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. And those are from where he's at in Salt Lake City. Those are about 120 minutes. Brigham and Logan from my house is about 45 minutes. So it's
Okay.
closer for me than it is him.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Um, I want to go back here to Nothing Stock. What's everyone's thoughts on the Hobby Wing Mini 24? I
Listen, I don't have any
haven't
complaints on
driven it.
Hobby Wing.
I love Hobby Wing stuff. I haven't driven it yet though, so I can't give you an honest opinion.
Yeah. I have I haven't driven the new stuff, but I have no complaints on Hobby Wing just in general. They put
Yeah,
out good stuff and
yep.
I
Although
don't have a
the
bad
only
thing to
Hobby
say
Wing
about
I
it.
have, The one I have in my basher, they ended up crapping, and they warranted it. They replaced it, but
Nice.
that's the only experience I have a hobby. I know they make great stuff. I'm not bagging on them whatsoever, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have much with their new 24th. Let's see what else. Oh, Scale Slot Car says he sees your backyard competition. He's seen that. I
Oh
thought that
yeah,
was pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. With my post, my videos,
That was pretty cool. So yeah, Van
turnout has
said Logan's
been
the farthest they go.
the turnout for those has been a little bit smaller than I was hoping for, but I have to
Yep.
limit it's I call them invitationals because it's literally at my house, um, and I don't have a whole lot of space, so
Hey,
so
I love it. That's one of my favorite videos of yours. In fact, that's probably one of the first videos I saw of yours, believe it or not, way back in the
really,
day.
and you
Yeah.
kept watching.
Yeah. Well, your videos and my videos are about on the same level. So
No, they're not because I don't have dunes around me.
so that is true. You don't live in Utah, and that is one benefit the Van and I have. We have the world as our playground here in Utah. We're very fortunate. Very, very, very fortunate.
Yeah,
I do. Slot Car says I may have located some guys to crawl with. That's awesome. That is, do it. Community is one of my favorite things about the hobby. Family and community. Those are the
yeah.
top two, for sure.
Yeah, no proper courses in Latvia for him. But Harry, I know you've got that garden course that you have been setting up, and that thing is impressive.
Yes, for sure. Um, Van does say Fury Tech is still king, and it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. The tuning, the
It
Fury Car app is
Yeah, you
no
can't
question,
beat it.
no
There's
question.
nothing out there that touches it right now. So uh
We can skip this one. He's just trying to stir the pot.
okay, we'll ignore that one. Did you get beat?
Oh no! Listen, I always get beat. I won. I think I won one. No, there was a video. I think it was my run. They were filming, and the conversation was completely out of hand.
Well,
But
okay then.
either the video, either they didn't hit record, or there was something wrong with it because they were
Uh-huh.
insistent that
Sure.
they
Sure.
wanted they had to be included. It wasn't there,
Yeah. Hmm.
so it's not
Uh,
unreleased. It's non-existent.
sure. Um, best moving on. Best favorite wheels and tires.
I don't have any.
Really?
I like what fits the build. So I will say
Okay.
that I do, generally speaking, I like Injora's wheels, especially like
Okay.
their S5 compound. I really like how sticky it is
You're talking
and
about
how
tires, not
soft they
wheels.
are. What's that?
You said wheels, tires.
Tires, yes. Wheels, I'd probably say I like Injora wheels and I like Trial wheels. Those are probably my
Okay.
favorite ones.
Okay.
Um, but especially now that I've got the Sonic build done, these Batrazi wheels that I have on here, I really like these so far. But like I said, I haven't been able to actually run this, so performance wise, I don't know. But I really
Right.
like the lug.
Right. And as far as wheels go, I'll be my favorite wheels that are out there. And they're not the cheapest things, but they are my favorite. And I've got a couple different examples to show you. Ignore the tire. Oh, come on,
Nice.
focus. Those are Hobby Souls.
Hobby Soul, yeah, yeah.
I've got them on my baby Capra as well, just in orange.
So let
Um,
me ask you,
I,
with your Hobby Soul, do you ever have a hard time mounting up the bead, the seating the bead properly?
no, Hobby Souls is one of the only companies I know of that actually does an actual bead lock, like a full 1-to-1 scale. See all those little screws?
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt, but I love them. Here's another one. This one doesn't have it. This one doesn't have them, but I just like the looks of these. I know some people are going to hate on that, but come on, focus.
Yeah.
Got the little skulls on there. But Hobby Soul wheels are definitely my favorite. It doesn't mean that's all I ever go to. These Injora wheels I got for one of my builds,
Yep.
they're good looking, right? Injora does
Yeah.
makes a great wheel. But
Yep.
I'm a big fan of Hobby Soul. As far as tires go, since I'm a scale guy, I really like any tire that looks scale. There's
Like
performance tires and they don't always look scale,
yeah.
but the um
Like the BF Goodriches and stuff like that,
yeah.
and
So
the
for
Mickey
example,
Thompsons.
these actually perform real well, but these are BF Goodrich MTs, and they perform really well, but they're scale tire because they look. Oh, sorry, they're the Crawler TA tires. They look exactly like that in real life. So that's what I like, even though it may
Yeah.
not perform. And I'm getting way behind on the comments. There we
Yeah,
go.
Harold mentioned DJ Crawler. Their tires, yeah, they make great. They make huge tires.
Yep.
I actually have a very specific build. Oh man, I want to share about this, but I can't yet. It's still way too early. But I'm going to be bringing in I'm having a custom body made for me, and I'm going to
Oh,
be bringing in the big O 72 millimeter DJ Crawler, not their pins, but like their big beefy lug tires, and it's going to be something. I'll just
that's
leave it at that.
that's sweet. We have someone new that I've never seen before.
Roger Long, I think is his name, if I have it
Oh,
right.
Roger.
Yeah,
Well, welcome, buddy.
got it right.
Welcome.
What's up?
Um, yeah, Roger. There you go. Welcome to the show. But yeah, so I like a scale wheel or scale tire. Not saying that I don't like that for performance because there's some great performance out there that doesn't look scale, but I'm very much a scale guy. So
Yeah. RC for Days mentioned LGRP, and yeah, especially their black labels they're hot right now.
yes, they are. Their black labels are very, very good from what I've heard. I've never run them, but um, I need to I need to look into those because they're supposed to be really, really good.
Yeah, my buddy Cody
Um,
swears by them. I haven't seen him on tonight, so I'm not sure if he's here, but he swears by those tires.
yeah.
I keep telling him to stop swearing, but he don't listen.
Well, it looks like we got about 10 minutes left, and we still got a lot on the agenda, so we're going to move it along here.
Yep.
And I really wanted to get to some of this. I really wanted to talk about our rig spotlight. We're going to some new kind of thing we're going to start doing. And today's rig, I picked it. Chaz doesn't know about this, but I picked it. We're going to be spotlighting this guy.
Is that a big pun knockoff?
That is that you inspired me. That is a big pun.
That
It's a little
is
bit wonky though. The body proportions are not quite right.
no, you're right. And Big
It
Pun's the
looks
exact same way.
cartoonish. It looks
Big Pun is the
cartoonish.
exact same way. I think the only difference between that body and Big Pun is you actually have clear windows, and Big Pun, the windows are blacked out.
And this thing has got a full interior.
Oh yeah, Big Pun don't have that. Ooh, now I'm
That
jealous.
is, yeah, it's crazy, huh?
But here's the thing, I don't need to be jealous. That's a pine cone model, right?
This is a pine cone model.
Remember
And
when I said I have like 30 models that are still in
y-
boxes?
yep.
I have that model, except I have a silver one.
So it is officially licensed. So if I show you the box here and sitting in here, if you look on the bottom, let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Oh, whoops. See, there we go. It is officially licensed. There they are right there. Toyota, Ford, and GM. Officially licensed. So there's different body styles you can get, obviously. But if you look at it, and this will look very familiar to everybody who's that, if I can get the light just right, is an SCX 24 axle.
Yeah, that disc
So
cover looks very familiar.
either they purchased them or they knocked them off. But I would like to think because they went and got the official license that it's that they purchased them because I don't like to see the knockoffs either. But um, I would like to say that they actually went down because they took the time to get the official licensing. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but it looks in the inside very similar to an SCX 24. I mean, even down to the motor.
Yeah, a little 30 size motor in there, yeah.
Here was the disappointing thing though, and I shared this with Chaz earlier. Comes with two batteries. I took the battery out of the first one. Usually you can plug it right in. They run for a little bit because they're storage charge, right?
Yeah. Does it feel a little
Focus.
squishy on you?
It's a little puffed to the point that it won't even turn on the car.
Yeah.
So I'm requesting a refund and they're going to send me another one. And I'm going to send this back because I did get this through Amazon. By the way, I put a link in the description below if you are curious. That is an affiliate link. So if you want to pick one up. But
They're
if you
having
look at
you
the
send
battery,
that back instead of
y-
dispose it.
yep, they're having me send the whole thing back.
Oh
So
wow,
that's what we'll
that
do.
seems that seems brazen.
Does it look familiar?
Yeah, it seems. What is it? The old dynamite batteries? Is that what it was from Axial before they rebranded them
Reactions, yep.
Spectrum?
Yep, yep. Yep. So yeah, it drives just like a Spectrum. The chassis, or just like a SAX. The chassis is a little bit different. It comes down here in the front, right here.
Okay.
But yeah, it feels just like a. It's got the SCX 24 transmission. So whether it's a knockoff or not, but um, there you go. Van says that Ford body can be found on a bunch of cheap RCs.
Van,
So
that's exactly where my body came from for Big Pun. It came from Five Below on one of the friction toys, and I just took the body off and I put it on a deadbolt, and
yep.
it fits really really well.
So there you go. There's the. Oh, by the way, I was going to show you this. I got to show you this really quick.
No, listen, that they ripped that off.
I I would like to say they don't because like I said, I don't like the knockoffs, um, but the transmitter very reminiscent of the Fly Sky with the
Is it the Noble? Is that what it is with
or
the
the sorry
ambidextrous
yeah
wheel?
the Fly
The
Sky
fly.
Noble. Yep,
Yeah,
yep. So, but it does feel a little bit cheap in the hand, and I know for most people it's not a big deal, but there's no way you can drive this one handed. But for a
yeah.
YouTuber, that's a not a good thing for a YouTuber. Anyway, so
Van did it.
there you go.
Van, you say you did the same thing. What model did you put it on? I don't think I've seen. Did you get the Ford pickup or did you get the? They have a Hummer. They have a GMC Envoy. I think is what they have.
It's like a Lincoln, a Navigator or something. There's there's the
No, I'm talking
Jeep.
about the Five Below ones.
Oh, the Five Below ones.
Yeah,
These are all
yeah.
the models they have right here of this guy, just so you guys can see. There's a FJ, Land Rover, Hummer, H2 and H3T.
Van, if you get a chance,
So
post a picture of that on my Facebook or tag me or something. I really want to. I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen that from you, and I really want to see what you did with it, if you don't mind.
anyway, that's a Fly Color 124th, fully licensed, unless they're faking that as well, which at this point I'm not so sure. Fully
Yeah.
licensed Ford F350.
Um. So I had a question that I wanted to ask you, but I think at this point, because I don't want to rush through it, we'll save it for our next show 4 weeks from now. Just a reminder, we will not be here March 5th. We
Seems
will
like
be back
forever.
March 19th.
Seems like forever.
I know.
It does. Holy cow. Yeah, we'll save that. So let's finish up a couple little things about the new products and upcoming releases, I guess, if you will.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's a really good thing to end on, I think. And we're just about out of time. We're trying to keep this to an hour because we all know that we can talk.
We're going to miss that hour. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, okay. So first thing, the big release of the month.
Axial, yeah, they dropped that big old Guillemon. Big,
Yep.
is it 8 scale, I think is what it is?
It is 1/8 scale. And the cool thing about this, if you haven't heard, it's got a little servo on the rear axle that is called the ASP, I think it is. And what that
Yes.
does or ASD, axial select drive. It is like a dig, but with dig, you lock up both rear axles and your front pulls you around. This one, you can select which tire to lock up.
Yeah.
So it can be one or the other.
Yep. Yeah. You're not locking up the whole rear axle. You're only locking up one
One
wheel.
tire, which is going to give you an even tighter turning radius. My
Right.
old farm tracker back on the farm had that where you could lock up the back tires one or the other, and it gives you like turn on a dime. You think dig's good? Try this thing. Turn on a dime. I haven't tried it, but I know because of the farm tractor. So it comes in two liveries, the green and the red. Um, if you had to pick one, which one would you go?
I don't know.
I'd probably
I,
go green.
I don't. Usually I would go red and white, but I think I would go green on this one.
Yeah, I like the green for sure. Um,
Yeah, I'd go green on that.
but it's out of my price range, so I won't be driving one or getting one.
Oh,
So
way out of the price range, and it's also out of
yes,
my scale wheelhouse.
yes, it is. It is a big, but apparently it's cool. I've seen a lot of reviews on it. I've watched Exo Cage and a lot of the boys, Cape Crawlers.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, Adam just posted a little bit ago. He's having buyer's remorse because he has the Guillemot now. He had just bought the four-wheel steer Capra, and so he said he had
yep,
buyer's remorse for having the Capra now because the
yep,
Guillemot is just so good.
yes, yes. So I'm waiting for somebody to take the Gila axles and put them on the Capra, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just a
Anyway,
matter of time.
yeah, it totally is. It totally is. So
Actually, though, I don't know. Like, if you did four-wheel steer, I mean that takes away the whole ASD
yeah,
need.
it
So
does.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd mess with that actually.
I don't know either because I've never driven one. I don't know. I mean, I know the concept. I've driven a full scale tractor that
Right.
has it, but um, I don't know the I've never driven one, so I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. The biggest scale I've driven is the SCX6, and I've only driven it once at Axial Fest, and that was
I
because of competition. But
yeah. Yeah, I
and I can't imagine. I mean, you know, so yeah, the Guillemot is their Guillemot, I guess it is pronounced, is Axial's latest thing, and it looks cool. It really
yep,
does. Now they just need to make that this big so it fits on one of these guys.
dude. Now
Can you
that
imagine the
I have to
servo?
assume that that is just a matter of time before they shrink it down to something, whether it's
You
an
would have to
ECD.
do it with a wire though, because I don't think you could fit a servo on axle.
No, not yeah.
You'd have to do it with
They
a
would have
wire
to
for sure.
miniaturize the whole technology. But
For for
now
sure.
that they have the baseline, it's just a matter of time before they do it.
Yes, for sure. Okay, moving on to the next one really quick because I really want to get through these because these are pretty cool, the latest and greatest. Um, Injora as a new brushless,
It's
and
yeah, it I don't even think
it's
it's
not
new.
this one,
It's just the adaptation for the TRX 4M is all.
TRX 4M. Yep, it is.
So
The Purple
nothing
Viper.
nothing new as far as like development, but new to their lineup just for a different model.
Yep, for the TRX 4M for sure, which is cool. Um, but I will be honest, I love my TRX 4M with my Fury Tech. So what we'll see when I do my Injura build. We'll see how that all comes together.
I'll be honest, I don't ever plan on having a TRX 4M.
You don't have one
No, I
to this
refuse.
day?
I
Oh,
refuse.
good for you, buddy.
As much
Good
as I
for
want one
you.
of those Ford high trails or high trails, right?
High Trails, yeah.
As much
I
as I
don't have
want one
one,
of
but
those,
this is the
I
monster truck, but it's basically this thing with different tires.
I just can't bring myself to supporting the T word.
I know, I get it.
So
I get it.
it's just it's a personal thing for me. But anyway, though,
I get it.
back to Riggs FCS. Did you see this? They just put out an
Yes,
updated Atlas 6x6.
Atlas 6x6. I did see that. I I couldn't find it on their website, by the way. I think it only went to, they don't have it on their website yet. Um,
No, so from what I've seen so far, it's only available on Amazon so far.
oh, I
I don't
did
know
not.
why.
I wasn't aware of that.
I don't know
That's
why, but
that's
that's the
that's a
word on the
different model
street.
for them. I didn't know that. I have two of them of the old ones that FMS sent me a long time ago, and I've loved them. Although one of them, the minute I opened it and ran it for 2 seconds on the pipeline, it blew out a rear end. So I don't know. I love the original one. It looks great. It's a phenomenal truck. I've always wanted to convert it into a tow truck, but the upgrades apparently are worth it. So V2, go look them up on Amazon. I couldn't find them on their website, so that's where I looked. Go to the source.
As
Um,
much as I want to like that truck, it's a little bit of a miss for me. I have V1, I don't have the V2. They upgraded the transmission, they upgraded the motor, but it just I want to like that truck, and it's just a little bit of a miss for me.
See, and I'm
Um,
I'm a sucker for 6x6s, so um, that's anything that's 6x6. I absolutely love.
and
It just
I know Harry. Yeah, Harry just chimed in. He had, I think, is Harry is it the FTX is like the European version, and I think they call it the Conqueror maybe instead of the Atlas. It's the same vehicle, but the body is just tiny bit. The body is actually cooler in my opinion. But
yeah.
he had nothing but problems with his. Um, and then I also like what Roger said is about buying TRX 4M clones just to out of spite. And I'm
I
on board with that, Roger. I am with
I
you
am
on
I am
that. We lost Sam. I'm running solo. Guys, I don't know what's going on right now. So, anyway, all right. The other thing I know if Sam jumps back on here, he is a big fan of the Black Zon um, slider. That's what it is. The Black Zon slider. It's a 1/16 scale basher. I know that he is a huge fan of that, and Black Zon just came out with um yeah, RC for days. It has broken loose, and I'm running solo. I don't like this one bit. um he's gone. But the Black Zon, they just came out with, it's called the Sprite, and it's spelled with a Y. um So they spell everything. The slider is spelled with a Y, but it's a 120. It's right now it's just brushed. They don't. I asked and they said they don't have plans currently to come out with a brushless version. They call it the turbo. Um, yeah, thanks, Harry. The pressure is on, and I'm feeling it right now. So, um, but anyway, Black's on. They called their brushless system, their brushless versions, turbos, and they said that currently they don't have any plans to do that. Um, so I'm trying to see if I can get. We back in.
I think I think my internet just like killed the bucket.
Hey, it's
Can you
cool,
hear me
man.
now?
I ran it. I ran the show.
You did without even me being there to tech support you. Holy
I
cow! I think my internet.
It
Wow.
was rough. It was
Oh,
rough, and the guys,
I
I think they were supporting me, but they were also kind of heckling a little bit, I think, as well.
am I fired
So
or what?
I think we're good. But don't ever do that
Okay.
again, Sam. That is not
You
cool.
know that freaked me out. I'm like, what went on? All of a sudden I froze, and then I was like, gone. Jazz kicked me off.
Roger took the blame. Actually, he said he mentioned clones and you bounced.
I'm wearing a Traxxas hat because I like the looks of it. I'm not wearing it. Well, I I have mixed feelings about Traxxas. That's another topic for another day.
It is,
Uh,
and we won't get into that.
no.
So I propose that we save our talking points for next show.
Okay.
And I think that it would be good to go ahead and wrap up. We've been on for just over an hour right now. So let's go ahead and start with the wrap up. But I would like to pose a question to our viewers.
Yes.
If we were to do, Harry, it's Chaz with an S. If we were to do AMA session, ask me anything. What questions would you like to ask us? Drop them in the
My
comments.
my mind went to AMA, American Aeronautic Model of Aeronautical. Anyway, the AMA is an organization,
Yeah, not that. Um,
not that.
so if we did an ask us anything session, what would you guys want to ask? Feel free to drop those in the live chat. Drop it in the comments if you are watching this afterwards. Post them on Facebook, Instagram, any way you want to reach out. If you have a question for either one of us, do that. And if we get some questions, then next show maybe we can kick it off with a little AMA session at the beginning.
Yes, that'd be great. And we are going to start working. I want to wait till we get a few more episodes in, but we are going to start working on our first guest.
I was thinking about that a little bit ago.
Yep. So
I
we're
felt really good with how this show started. I was like, we might be able to do this, and then I had the alarm fiasco, and then you just totally bailed on me.
yeah. Truth be told, that's what I did. Was I just said I'm done.
So maybe we don't rush into the guest yet.
Maybe not. That's what I say. I want to get a few more episodes under our belts, and then we can maybe think about doing some guest work. But yeah, we got to get our crap together.
So
oh goodness.
Drop us some questions. Let us know what you would like to know, whether it's about any specific RC related content, anything about either one of us, anything about crawler tracks. If you have upcoming video ideas for me to steal, that'd be fantastic.
Where are you going with that one, Chas? Where are you
No,
going?
I actually, because so one of the videos I recorded today, I stole it from Harold. But I gave him credit
Well,
in the video.
At least you're honest. At least
I gave
you're
him
honest.
credit. I'm not, but yeah, so that'll be coming. I think I scheduled that one. Shoot, that might be like 4 weeks out at this point.
Yeah, well, you're a better man than me. You release videos a lot more frequently than I do. I'm trying to be better. I am trying to be better. But with that being said, let's wrap this thing up. We've been chatting for an hour and 10 minutes now, so
we have. Thank you guys for joining us, man. We've had a good turnout. We've had a good solid 10, 12 of you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys chiming in. Make sure you hit the like button for us before you go. And then, of course, Sam, don't steal it. It's mine. While you're hitting that like, that's just one of the quadfecta. So hit the other three too. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help us get this stuff going. And we'll keep doing nonsense.
We'll keep doing RC stuff.
Hey, keep doing RC stuff. I like what you did there.
You see what I did? I love it. I steal it from everybody. My favorite is Ken's. Like, comment.
Yeah.
I like that where he pops up the things.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chaz, it's been awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us. Like every time people log on, I'm blown away by the support for our little teeny small show that we love to do. You guys are awesome. And once again, we're going to be off for 4 weeks. 4 whole weeks. We better have a kick butt show coming back onto that for sure.
Rob, it's a good question. We will add that to the Ask Us Anything session next time.
Yes, and we will go back through the list and we'll document all these questions and we'll have them for next time. If you missed out, this will be broadcast on Chaz's channel in the next couple days.
So I'll do a live premiere. I'll probably shoot for Friday at 12 o'clock Eastern. So that'd be 10 o'clock Mountain Time. So I'll be shooting for that Friday at that time, as long as I can get the recording from Sam without any issues and get that uploaded. That's what we're shooting for. So we'll do a premiere. We can do a live chat.
If you guys want that, you better share this thing out, because that puts him at like midnight.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
All right, guys, we're wrapping this up. We've done enough damage. Thanks for joining us. We're out.